Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution says that the Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay debts, and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties, imposts, and excises shall be uniform throughout the United States, to borrow money on credit of the United States, to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with Indian tribes, to establish a uniform rule of nationalization and uniform laws on the subject of bankruptcy throughout the United States, to coin money and regulate the value thereof, and of foreign coin, and fix the standards of weights and measures. Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution gives us an idea of what the government can collect taxes on. It says that the government has the power to collect taxes on duties, imposts, and excises. The word impost means tax. It's just another word for tax. However, the word excises means tax on manufacturing, sales, consumption of food and goods within a country, not labor. Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution also tells us that the Congress has the power to create money and issue credit, not a private organization. The 16th Amendment that was passed in 1913 says the Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes on incomes from whatever source derived without any apportionment among the several states and without any regard to census or remuneration. This amendment simply means that the government has the power, the government does not distribute the taxes evenly throughout the states, and they can tax each state as much as it wants without counting the citizens of each state. The question must be asked, why didn't the fathers put this amendment into the original Constitution? The founders understood that a tax on labor was the equivalent to slavery. Let me put it in metaphorical terms. Imagine you're a corn farmer and it's harvest time. You harvest 3 big truckloads of corn, and a man comes out of nowhere, hops in one of your trucks, looks at you, smiles, waves, and drives off. He doesn't pay you for the corn he took. He doesn't pay you for the truck. If you try to stop him, he'll take you to jail. Now, you don't know what he's doing with your corn, and once a year, he may come back and give you some of it back, or he may ask you for more. When you get paid for your hard work, that's your harvest. When you see FICA and other taxes deducted from your check, that's the man rolling off with your truck of corn. You don't have a choice. You pay or you go to jail. What does that sound like to you? It sounds like slavery to me. The founders understood this very well. That's why the 16th Amendment was not put into the original Constitution. They understood that this method of taxation could be used to enslave and destroy a nation. You don't believe me? Look at America before the 16th Amendment, and look at America now. Before the 16th Amendment, America experienced a 10% economic growth in almost every year since the creation of the nation. America had created over 90% of the world's wealth, being only 5% of the world's population. The founders understood that, well, to put it simple, you build wealth by keeping what you earn. I keep referring to the founders because they created this nation, and while studying the history of past nations, they understood that this method of taxation could lead to the expansion of government and misuse of taxpayer dollars. They understood that taxation could be used to separate the people into classes. They understood that taxation could be used to fund entitlements and lower morale, and over time, the ability to be self-sufficient. Taxes could be used to fund wars. Taxes could be used to incentivize behavior. Taxes could be wasted on useless spending, and taxes could be used to steal the wealth from the people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, taxes have been used to the misuse of taxpayer dollars and expansion of government. They have been used to separate the people into classes. Taxes have been used to fund entitlements and lower morale that ultimately leads to the lack of ability to be self-sufficient. Our taxes have been used to fund wars. Taxes have been used to incentivize behavior, and taxes have been used to steal the wealth from the people. We got labor tax, sales tax, tax on commodities, taxes on roads, property tax, service tax, sin tax, manufacturing tax, and soon we'll have taxes for being taxed if we don't have them already. There are thousands of taxes embedded into the tax code, and all of them stem from one amendment. All of these taxes, and we're still $14.5 trillion in debt. With all of this taxation, why is the country bankrupt? As I said before, the founders understood that taxation destroys nations. So what happened to America? All of America's problems have been funded through taxation. Well, we're here today on April 15th to tell the government that we are not your slaves and we will not be taxed anymore. We want an income tax-free America back. We're sick of your authorized and unauthorized government programs funded by taxpayer dollars that are bankrupting this nation. We are sick of your wars. We are sick and tired of your regulations restricting the growth of business in the private sector. We want America back. And we are here to let our elected officials know that we've just begun to fight. So Congress, Senate, we want to remind you that if you don't want America back, then we want you out. We will let the ballot box speak for us. So my fellow Tea Partiers, it is time for us to speak louder than we ever have, to stand taller than we ever have, and to be more aware and to work harder together against government than we ever have. So today, this tax day, I want to say to the government, we want an income tax-free America back, and we're going to get it. Thank you.